introductions.
Okay, just we'll go for it. Okay. Hello, students. This is one of the last days of 2025. This is the video lecture for JMS 200 about current stuff with the video game industry. This is my son. He's the expert. He's going to be helping me out, okay? Say hello.
Hi.
Okay. All right. So, I don't play video games. This guy does. Everything I know about video games, I read in a book or this guy teaches me. So, Imran, tell me, what's the story about the game award, Game of the Year award for 2025? Some French game won, huh?
Yeah, it's a game called Expedition 33. And from what I know, like, a lot of people were assuming it was going to win Game of the Year, but I don't think people were assuming it was going to win so many awards. And people were very angry about that. They were like, why did this get so many awards? It didn't deserve that many awards.
Expedition?
Expedition 33.
Okay.
I can't wait for the Claire Obscure Expedition 33 award show. Now that's funny.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Yep.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Expedition 33. Expedition 33. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. For best art direction.
It's gonna be Expedition
Ghost of
33.
Yote, Silk Song. For
wait a
best
minute,
score,
though.
Expedition 33.
Yeah, it's
Music,
gonna be Expedition
leveled up
33.
by best independent game, Blueprints. Claire
Blueprints?
Obscure Expedition 33.
That's just cheating!
Oh.
You can't put E33 there, man!
Best debut indie game. The
Blueprints?
nominees are Blueprints, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Expedition 33, Despelote,
Oh, I'm
Disc,
so done,
and
man!
Megamall.
The other big news story of the year was Nintendo Switch 2.
That did come out this year.
Did you like it?
I'm enjoying it, but I think people are mad about the price, which does make sense. It does seem a little overpriced.
How much is it?
It's about $450.
And the games are more expensive than usual.
Yeah, most games are like $70 now for the Switch 2. And then they made Mario Kart like $80, which I don't think was worth it at all.
Oh, okay. And the other big news story of the year, I heard about this. Microsoft is making games for all sorts of consoles now, right? Or no, they're not making it exclusive anymore.
Yes, they are. I think the game that people are mostly talking about, I'm assuming, is the new Halo game. I don't play Xbox that much, but I don't think that they're releasing games exclusively for the Xbox now. I think they're releasing games all like to every console, like to the PS4 and to the PC at the same time now, I believe.
Okay, so students, this is an important thing about video games. And one of the things I think is fascinating about video games. In the music industry, any company can make any song and it would play on any type of CD player or record player, or now it's all streaming. But you know, a movie, you wouldn't release a movie on DVD that only played on one company's player. Everything was sort of platform agnostic, as it were, except with video games. Video games have held on to this practice of having things exclusive to particular platforms. And Microsoft is moving away from that by making something that's playable on all consoles. Is that right, Imran?
I believe so, yes.
I'm going to jump in here. I've been making video lectures about video game industry for a while, and I always talk about console wars. This is a slide from a previous video lecture about the console wars. So what we're talking about with Microsoft has been a big change, because making a console and making some kind of exclusive games for your console has been a big part of the video game industry. And as my son mentioned, yes, Nintendo Switch 2 was a very, very big deal for 2025, and it actually did really well. Here are some milestones. It sold a lot very, very quickly. It sold a lot very, very quickly. In fact, here, fastest start ever, sold 3.5 million units in its first 4 days. And it became really particularly huge, almost like a monopoly, you might say, in UK. It has already surpassed lifetime sales of Wii U, PlayStation, Vita, whatever that was, and the Sega thing. Okay, so what's the other thing? We talked about Claire Obscura Expedition. We talked about Xbox. Oh, Silk Song. Oh, I talked about Nintendo Switch 2. Silk Song. What's Silk Song?
It's a It's a game that came out this year that was highly anticipated. It's a sequel to a game called Hollow Knight, which was created by using like artists. Instead of like making it all digitally, they drew all of the animations and all of the backgrounds and stuff. So a lot of people were excited for their next game, and it took, I don't even know, it took a long time for it to come out. I think 6 years. It might have been even longer than that, but it's been a while. So people were very excited when it came out, and it was a very good game. I still haven't beat it yet.
Oh, it's a hard game, huh?
Yes, it's very difficult.
Okay, so speaking of games that took a long time to come out, you're very excited by the new Grand Theft Auto?
Yes, GTA 6 is coming out.
It's not out.
Oh, it's coming out. It was delayed. It was supposed to be coming out in May of 2026. I was going to say next year, but that's almost this year now. But then it got delayed to November.
November 2026.
Yes, which it probably will get delayed
So
again.
people have like grown up and gone through high school and middle school and everything with no Grand Theft Auto. No new Grand Theft Auto.
They've been playing pretty much GTA 5 for like 15 years now, so.
Okay.
I'm going to play a clip of the trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6. I think that's the number 6. For people who maybe don't play video games, just to give you an example of how really sophisticated and pretty, I think these graphics look great, and what some of the gameplay in Grand Theft Auto might be like. This is a game that has attracted a lot of controversy over the years because it's pretty graphic depictions of violence and also sex, but anyway, you could decide for yourself.
What's in-app purchases?
It's usually with mobile games when you would pay money to get a bonus in a game.
So the mobile game is free.
Yes, the mobile game would be free, and you would pay money to get like an extra bonus. Like usually it would be like you would buy gems that would give you a bonus over someone else.
And that's how mobile games make a lot of money.
Yes, that's how most free mobile games make money. They entice you in by it being free, and then they're like, hey, you should pay us some money so you can go a little further or progress the game faster than other people will progress it.
Anything else you want to tell people?
I don't think so.
All right. I'm going to go over some slides now from the Entertainment Software Association, but this is the video lecture, Current Stuff About Video Games.
Yay.
Yes, as my son suggested, here's the part of the video lecture I put some slides in. But before I share my screen and start showing some slides, I just want to mention this video game curse. The video game industry and the movie industry, Hollywood, had this ambivalent relationship for a long time until very recently. This is discussed in the textbook, which I co-authored. I wrote that part of the textbook, okay, about the video game curse, this belief that you couldn't take a popular video game and turn it into a movie, or vice versa, that if you tried to base a video game on a movie, they didn't work out, which is true, which is, for example, E.T., which we talked about in the last video lecture. But that has been changing. That idea has been changing for a while, and some big things happened here. I'm going to share my screen. Some big things happened in 2025, including the Minecraft movie, which I think many of y'all probably liked. I saw it with my son. He was whispering in my ear, explaining everything, what was going on. And I'm going to play just a little bit, just because it makes me laugh, this Lady Gaga chicken jockey mashup. The chicken jockey phenomenon became this weird thing where people would, according to viral videos, I guess, scream and yell in the theater. So Minecraft movie did very well. I know we're getting a sequel. We'll probably get mini sequels.
I'm Steve, Steve, Steve. I'm Steve. I wonder what happens when you mix hot lava and
FNAF. I think that's how you say it. Five Nights at Freddy. FNAF didn't do well. What it says here on the screen is that critics hated this. Audiences loved it. By objective standards, they're terrible movies, but people who play these games tend to love the FNAF movies, Five Nights at Freddy's movies. It's about animatronic robots that kind of scare people, clearly based on Chuck E. Cheese, the Chuck E. Cheese phenomenon, where you'd go and buy bad pizza for your kids and they'd play games and there's animatronic robots. Five Nights at Freddy's clearly based on this Chuck E. Cheese phenomenon. And then we get Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which actually came out at the end of 2024, but it was making money into 2025. And we're going to see more Sonic the Hedgehog movies. I thought Jim Carrey was kind of funny in that movie. And then, when it comes to TV now, Last of Us, this is premier prestige television. Got Mandalorian, whatever that guy's name is. This is considered, like prestige television, but it's also based on a video game. Fallout. I'm liking this. I'm watching, as of this recording, I'm watching Fallout Season 2. It's just coming out. I'm really liking this. I like Walt Goggins. Based on a video game. Also, so finally, maybe it took Hollywood a while to figure out how to turn video games into movies and TV shows, but now they have it. And then Death Watch, I think maybe some of you know that it's a weird animated thing on Netflix. Now, I want to talk about, before I go over some statistics from the Entertainment Software Association, I want to talk about this phenomenon, machinima. This ties into this phenomenon that I study technology. That's primarily what I do as an academic. I study technology. And there's this longstanding belief about user innovations. Okay, pay attention to that, user innovations. People who use a technology typically do not use it in the way the designer, the inventors, or even the producers believe. People find a different use for a technology. And this, to me, is a really good example of it. Video games designed as a one-way form of communication that you would play. You can interact with it by like mashing buttons. People actually found ways that they could use it to tell stories. And the video games are almost like complicated puppets. The term machinima is kind of a combination of these words, machine, cinema, and anime. Can you use someone else's copyrighted video game to make a movie and release it yourself? There's a lot of fair use implications. The origins go back for more than 30 years. There was this game called Stunt Island, which introduced the concept that people could record themselves. And then Doom, FPS stands for first person shooter. You gamers know this, you're rolling your eyes. But yes, if you don't know, FPS stands for first person shooter, where your point of view is looking down the barrel of a gun while people are shooting things. Think about that. Your vantage point is down a gun while you're killing people or aliens. Doom had the ability to make short videos, which continued with a similar game called Quake, and then people started sharing them. This is early internet stuff. And then it commercializes and becomes a big phenomenon, money-making phenomenon. It's been, people have made music videos. Sometimes this stuff shows up in movies. And then people have actually also used machinima and the tools of machinima to create serious works of art. And there's something that came out not too long ago. Someone took Grand Theft Auto, which we mentioned earlier. My son mentioned Grand Theft Auto earlier. Someone took that and manipulated it to do a version of Hamlet. I tried to watch the documentary based on it. I didn't love the documentary, but I love the concept. I want to play a trailer for this documentary, which is Hamlet made in Grand Theft Auto.
Go, yes? Go. Let's do it now. Okay. We are putting on a production of Hamlet in GTA Online for the first time ever. We are looking for actors, so come and audition. Please try to stop us. You can't stop our Oh. They got me. Oh my god, they're really coming down now, look.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
You're welcome to audition if you want.
You crazy, no?
Okay, don't shoot us, please.
Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of trouble.
No one's gonna come.
No one cares.
It's not a real thing.
It's real to me.
Oh, hang on.
Someone's here.
Whoa.
Hi.
That's quite an entrance.
You can call me Star.
I'm Jen.
I'm Tilly.
I'm Defoe.
My name's Gareth.
While you're doing your dance move, try saying to be or not to be, that is the question.
Look, my lord, it comes.
It's like Shakespeare on a $1 billion budget.
Cops are here.
Maybe he's a purist.
We just keep coming across these people who want to help us. That gives me hope that what we're trying to do is possible.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Grand Theft Hamlet.
Okay, and as promised, essential facts about the video game industry. Now, I mentioned this when we talked about magazines. Every trade organization wants to promote itself and put the best possible light on itself. Here's what the video game industry is doing with this study right here. We have, for 2025, 205 million Americans play video games, which is a big chunk of people right there. 64% of the US population plays at least video games for an hour a week. Okay, now we've got some age breakdown. Kids play more games than adults. That's not surprising. But when you consider the broad definition of video games, that it could be anything, including Wordle, including a puzzle game, including an extensive console game where you play with headset and trash talk people. There's all these different types of video games. So when you think about video games broadly, it's not surprising the numbers are so high. Gen Alpha, this is their categorization now, age 5 to 12, 83%, and then it kind of goes down, pretty much continuous down. I'm in the Gen X category there, still in the Gen X category there, not a boomer. No, I'm not a boomer, and I'm not the silent generation. But yeah, younger people do play games more, but older people are playing them. It's not that they're not playing them at all. And remember, I mentioned that broad category definition. When you include mobile games and these casual games like the candy games, it's not surprising that we see a high percentage of women playing video games. When you have a broad definition, 47% of 47% of gamers are women. 47% of gamers are women. Now, when you really drill down, do the different demographics play different types of games? I think they do. I thought you guys would like this information here. We got the younger generation here, action games being very popular. Now, Gen Z playing shooter. You're not going to see the shooter games with the boomers. You're not going to see the shooter games with the boomers. And millennials, puzzle games are pretty popular. Puzzle games are pretty popular. And here we have Gen X. Oh, puzzle games. Now people are getting older. Gray. We gotta go to the doctor more. We're playing more puzzle games, not playing shooting games. And then wow, again, very high for the boomers. These are the older, most mature, not older, most mature video game players like puzzle games. Now we talk about the business of games. If it's not already apparent, just let me state again, I think video games are a totally valid form of mass media. It can be considered a mass media and should be treated seriously by academics and also people looking for jobs, okay? Because US video game sales are up. That's what it says right there, 32% since 2019. They make, how much money isn't that? Billions? 59 billion. A lot of money there, Most profitable games 2025. I don't know. It's already apparent now. I don't know these games. I really don't know these games at all. Roblox, I thought that was like a watered down weird version of like late online Minecraft, Fortnite. Do you fight in Roblox? I don't know. I just can't, it's mind boggling how these games are making so much money. This is more than Hollywood movies are making. Best-selling games of 2025, not necessarily the most profitable, but the best-selling ones. Battlefield 6, Monster Hunter Wilds, Call of Duty Black Ops 7, and then Silksong or Hollow Knight Silksong, the game my son mentioned. Now, mobile games I find fascinating. I find mobile games especially fascinating. I'm sure these are global statistics here. I find mobile games fascinating because you can give the game for free to the user. Think about this from a business perspective, not a gaming perspective, a business perspective. You give someone something for free, But now you've got them playing on your platform and you can induce them to click little things here and there. You can sell them other things, get them to upgrade. So that's a very smart business model. And many mobile games do that where it's free to play, but they hook you with an in-app purchase or something like that. There you have it. That's the video game. New stuff about video games. New stuff about video games.